Hello Portsmouth, my name is Alexis, and if you have watched PPM TV on Channel 98 right here in Portsmouth before, you may know my face. We've exercised together. I have the great gift of hosting your Priority One fitness show here on PPM TV. But look, I'm in real people clothes today. Where am I? Guess what? We're going to take a tour of the new Senior Center in Portsmouth. And on that note, I'm here to introduce our Senior Services Director, Senior Center Director soon here at the old Doble, soon to be new Senior Center. This is Miss Brinn Sullivan.
Hi.
Hi, Portsmouth. So Brinn has been working with the, as you may know, the older Senior Center, which is going to be closing down when this one opens, but we're making a transition. What we're looking to do is give you guys a tour. Brinn's going to show us around a little bit today. You can see it's got a little ways to go, but it's coming your way in the summer of 2020. And with her, you might have noticed Matt in the blue. Matt is the project manager here on the site of the new Portsmouth Senior Center. That's a lot to say. Portsmouth Senior Center.
Senior Activity Center.
Oh, Portsmouth Senior Activity Center. Now we say senior, but this is going to be wide open to the community, and Brinn's going to tell us more about what she has planned, what's in store. So you can see here, we're just at the entrance. You get a quick peek of the construction, and you ready to take the tour? Come along. So now we're coming into the building from an entrance that will no longer exist soon.
It'll be a back entrance.
It'll be a back entrance, and this hall, this is a beautiful place.
Yes.
And you were telling me earlier that these windows are going to stay.
Yes, lots of natural light.
Oh, isn't this something? And you almost don't even need the fluorescent lights in here today. Of course, I'm sure the work crew wouldn't agree with that. They need as much light as they can get. So here we are. Brinn, thank you so much for having us here today. This is quite a space. Now, if I remember, you guys were in, what, about 2,400 square feet?
Yes.
Are in.
And this room, this one room inside of our new center is 3,500 square feet.
Oh my goodness.
So we could fit the current center into this room.
Wow. So, and you're currently running all of your programming out of 2 rooms.
2 rooms, and thanks to the Foundation for Seacoast Health, we do borrow space from them.
And now, how many rooms will you be growing into here?
This facility has 7 activity rooms,
Wow.
including a 3,500 square foot assembly hall. So
How exciting.
yes.
So tell me a little bit about what you're going to use it for. Now, I think I heard word of maybe some dances and some fun stuff coming up, stuff that you may not have the space for right now.
Right, we currently
Yeah.
can't hold huge functions. A couple times of the year we have a Thanksgiving lunch, a annual cookout, a holiday lunch, and we do that all thanks to the foundation who lets us borrow the gymnasium. But now we're going to have an actual assembly hall, so it will be great. But we're also going to be able to work with Rockingham Nutrition and the Meals on Wheels program and be able to bring them in
great.
and serve a Monday through Friday congregate meal. Congregate meals are where people can come every day for lunch and to be able to access a healthy meal. And presently here in the city, we do a great job of delivery of programs.
Yeah.
The Rockingham Nutrition program delivers about 100 meals a day, and we would like to be able to do more on-site eating together, socialization, access to resources. So Meals on Wheels will move in, use our kitchen, which is right connected to this building or connected to this room, and we'll be able to serve people daily. And we're excited about augmenting the senior services in our community by bringing together Meals on Wheels and the Senior Center. But it's just not, it just hasn't taken off to have a congregate meal because there's no other senior programming going on. So we'll be able to have something like a stretch and balance class, and then people can go to lunch. We'll be able to augment their monthly lunches. That they have a really terrific monthly themed lunch. We'll be
Yes.
able to advertise that and bring people in for that. Like in July, they do a lobster roll lunch.
Oh,
Hello,
wow.
yum. They do a Thanksgiving lunch. They do holiday lunches. They sometimes can bring in a chef.
Wow.
So there's a lot of myths about what Meals on Wheels does,
Yes.
and we're going to dispel some of those things because we're a vibrant, active senior center, and having a nutrition program paired with that makes a lot of sense.
And this is going to just bring such life to this area. It's amazing. Now, this is going to be, help us paint a picture.
This is the assembly hall. So anyone who has been to our Thanksgiving lunch, 200 people. Our
Yeah.
annual cookout, 200 people. So we're excited to be able to continue to offer big lunches. Like you said, we could maybe do a dance. I get asked all the time to do a doo-wop dance. So if anyone out there loves doo-wop, let us know. But dances, as well as to be able to open this up to the community to say, let's just say, an end of the season football banquet. you could come have your banquet in here. And to be able to say to the community, you need a function space, this is going to be able to be rented out so that the community at large can use this as well. But our primary focus will be able to have our monthly senior luncheon here, augment with a daily meal Monday through Friday, continue to grow our special events that we host in this space. And frankly, we have some activities that have grown so big that this space would make more sense. Our line dancing, our Zumba, they have really grown.
You are popping at the seams.
Yeah, and this type of big space would work really well for that.
Well, needing more space is absolutely a great problem to have for any senior activity center, any activity center.
Yeah, we have some great things going on. It's thanks to many volunteers who run all of our activities. Every activity that we do is run by a volunteer. I don't pay anybody to run our activities, and we have 3 to 4 activities every single day. So some days more. Fridays, today for example, we have 4 activities before noon. So we start at 8 a.m.
Something for everyone.
And we just keep on cranking out our activities, and it's because people keep coming that we need to keep offering more.
To keep growing.
Yeah.
So on that note, I think if your ears went up when Brinn said that she's going to be expanding programming, she's looking for you. So if you teach something, if you can share something, if you have, if you travel, maybe you have stories to tell that you brought home from around the world, whatever it is, even if you think someone's already doing it, don't assume. We need all kinds of people. The more volunteers this senior activity center gets, the stronger it becomes, the more interesting the fabric is that's woven. So please, even if you say, well, all I really do is maybe play bridge, come in, host a bridge game. That's what she's looking for. Something for everyone.
I mean, we take anyone who wants to donate time. At our current center, we're limited by space and time, and that's the beauty of our future facility, is that we're going to be able to offer more, but also connect more people to us and dig into the skill set of an older population by having them offer their skills and share their time, and it's going to be really exciting.
Well, just a quick question. What type of floor will be going in here?
Well, Alyssa at Brian Manny Penny Architect Firm will be so proud of me when I say marmoleum. The floor is a marmoleum product, and every room is going to have either carpeting or marmoleum based on what we think the program needs for that space are going to be.
So thinking about dancing, folks coming out can dance at their leisure and not feel that they're in an unsafe situation.
Right.
It's going to minimize the slipping and sliding.
Yes.
That's wonderful.
Yep.
Wonderful. Well, you know what, folks, let's have, we're going to bring Matt in here soon. He's going to tell us a little bit about the construction too. Hi everyone, guess what? Now we're here with Matt. Matt Billings is the project manager with Martini Construction, or Martini Northern, pardon me, make sure I get that right. Martini Northern is also a local operation. So, Matt, you've been with the construction project here, I think you mentioned August.
Yep.
Right, okay. Tell us a little bit about your experience.
We mobilized here in Portsmouth at the Senior Center August 2019 recently, and we're moving along. We basically got a lot of the rough-ins done for the electrical, MEP, and now framing. We'll be looking to do finishes coming in the winter, and our goal is to wrap up 2020 in the summer.
Oh, that's fast.
Yep.
Boy, from August in 2019 into the summer of 2020.
Yep.
Wow, wow. So now we are seeing, of course, the bare bones. What are these 2 rooms going to be? And they are 2 rooms, I assume.
Yep, 2 separate rooms. A lot of these are activity rooms, like Brinn had talked about, to host, anything from yoga or events and stuff like that in here. And it's very nice, Brinn in the city has really thought through the different functions of the different rooms and stuff like that to accommodate for different size functions and stuff. So you'll walk through the building and you'll see this room's a little bit larger than you're just in the gymnasium. That's the largest spot. So there's a lot of different areas and sizes to accommodate for the different functions for the new senior center.
Boy, I bet I know she's excited. You must be feeling it come to life too.
Yep, absolutely.
And now there's a great deal of natural light in the assembly hall. It looks like you're going to maintain that in through here too. Will there be some maybe fresh air in some of the rooms?
Yep, so all the rooms are getting a new HVAC system, so new heating, cooling throughout all the rooms throughout the senior center, so be really comfortable, a lot of climate control. And then the design team, Manny Penny and AEC Engineering and Architects, along with the city, has really worked to uphold the structural and aesthetic of the building as much. You'll see a lot of the door openings are staying the same, and a lot of the window openings as well, the brick facade, a lot of that's staying. So really honoring the original integrity of the building throughout, although there are new windows and stuff like that, again, going in the same openings. And you'll see a lot of the existing CMUs exposed as well, so showing the original building throughout, and along with the new aspects, really integrating both the new along with the existing building.
Well, that is definitely the spirit of Portsmouth, isn't it?
Absolutely.
We do that everywhere we go around here.
Historic preservation, absolutely.
Historic preservation. Now, it's easy to get a little lost in all this construction. What's on the other side of this wall? Is that some parking?
So on the front facade, actually right off of Cottage Street, we have our main entry that wraps around, really open to the public, coming on one side or the other, with parking on either side, the main parking on the right side of the building when you pull in. And then the city and the design team has worked up for the new front facade. We have a big custom glass and wood storefront. Usually with a wood storefront, it's metal, but they're doing either a rich mahogany or a fir, with that glass integrated with a big canopy system out front. So it's, again, you'll still see the front facade, the brick facade, the original facade of the building, but they'll have that custom glass facade out front.
And we know, of course, there will be a ramp, so it'll be easy access for
the
people of all levels of mobility.
Yep, the whole front of the building is ADA accessible. Even some of the sidewalks up front, we added a handrail, or the city added a handrail all the way up front, so it's really accessible both from the front entry, dropping anyone off, all the way to the inside of the building.
Thinking about one of the things that I noticed, and I know Brinn can speak to this as well, when we have seniors in say a large area with very high ceilings, the noise can be challenging on just regular hearing loss, hearing aids. Is that something that you were able to take into consideration?
Yeah, so they have, along with the flooring and finishes, a lot of the perimeter walls are going to be drywall, so that's going to baffle a lot of the sound. The city's also working on looking at a lot of that once we're moving into the finished stages, to really taking that into account for some, wall treatment, ceiling treatments and stuff like that. And like I mentioned with that ACT ceiling, that'll baffle a lot of the sound in the hallways and also in the rooms throughout. So it should be pretty nice and will be a pretty nice space for anyone, seniors or younger people and stuff like that. If there's kids running through with older people and stuff, the sound's not going to travel so much down the hallway.
Oh, that is a relief, isn't it? It does seem that there's some great symbiosis. You really seem to have a good flow. You and Brinn chat freely. It sounds like everybody's very excited. Things are moving forward. I don't get any feeling that there's anything you folks are worried about. This is really coming right along.
Very transparent all the way through.
Wonderful, wonderful. Matt, thank you so much for taking the time with us today. We have migrated into another section of the, doesn't it all kind of look the same at this point? It's going to be amazing. Wait till you see what Brinn and Matt have in store for you. So we have wandered in. We asked Brinn and Matt what would they like for you to see? What do they want to share with the public? Brinn mentioned these 3 rooms. I think we're standing in what is about to be your office?
My future
future office. So tell us a little bit about where we are.
So this square room that you and I are standing in, this is the future office of the Senior Center Director's space. So whether it's me today, but in the future, you never know. There always needs to be an office space. There are files to be kept and computer systems that we need to maintain. Yes, so it's nice to be on site though. You have to understand the day-to-day comings and goings, and so it's important to have a staff person on site and not just part-time staff. So the director's office will be here, and then right to our right here is another activity room. It's smaller. We could do things like computer help in here, or there could be a conference space, or we could offer like a small, we have a local woman named Courtney Daniels, and she does card making for us. This would be a great space for her to offer her card making. And so it's nice to be able to have, we've had the large assembly hall, 3,500 square feet. We showed you another large-ish size room that was more like 1,000 square feet. And then this room is more like a 600 square foot room. So we're going to be able to offer a variety of spaces to suit the variety of needs that our programming has developed over the years. We offer some very large things with 200 people. We offer some things that have 4 people.
And it is nice to have a more intimate space when you have a
Exactly.
smaller group.
When you first come in, you're going to have a reception area. It's going to have the sign-in computer. It's going to have a person to greet you and show you around as needed. It will also have any resources that people need and to be able to access. One of the things that the Senior Center does frequently, but is a little known fact, is that we are resource brokers for many many services or other activities going on in town. So people often come to us just for resources. Hey, I want to move to Portsmouth and I need to talk about housing. Hey, I need to find an assisted living facility for my mom. Hey, I need some in-home help. You know, where should we go? And there are agencies who do that, and we can sometimes lead people in the right direction. So we are full service here at the
really
center.
Are full service.
And
so not only coming to you for resources, but if you provide resources locally, that's a great person to connect with.
Yes.
Talk to Brinn because she knows everyone.
Well,
Get a little advertising.
Back to this space, could we be partnering with places like Rockingham Community Action, with Service Link,
of course,
with these other agencies to come in and have special days for them to offer their resources, have the veterans officer come in and being able to serve people in a private space. It's really great. We've had memory screenings. We do a lot of wellness clinics, including memory screenings, foot clinics, balance clinics. All of this could be done privately if we had a nice space. We presently do many of those things in a hallway.
It's true. She's not kidding. If you know the existing senior center, they are making it work.
We do a lot. We did our most recent balance workshop in a hallway where people were open to the public, everyone to see them trying to be tested on balance, and it's not private, and it's not the best case scenario, but we made it work. And now here we're going to have a room to do that. So it's exciting.
Yeah, those sort of smaller spaces it is so important.
But we can go into the lounge, and I can show you the actual lounge that we speak of so that everyone can see the future lounge, which is really, when everyone comes into the senior center now, they stop at the lounge, and we hope that will continue to happen at the future center.
Socializing happens.
Totally, and free coffee.
And free coffee. Let's head over to the lounge. Here we are in what will soon be the lounge of the new Senior Activity Center here in Portsmouth. And Brinn, paint us that beautiful picture.
Well, paint. So in this room, it's going to have a coffee station, which we presently have, and then coffee, tea, snacks every day, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And then we're also going to have a beautiful new gas fireplace insert right here with some nice seating around it.
Lovely.
This wall is actually going to have a beautiful felt wall treatment. Again, back to that concept of warm, cozy, inviting. It's going over concrete blocks, CMUs, right, Matt? Language I'm learning. So it's going to cover all of this and really make it warm and inviting. And then we also have this whole space, as you can see in the shot, a long wall, which will have bistro style seating. We'll have some comfy chairs for people. This is the heartbeat of the senior center, and this is why it's so important for us to get this room right. And we've added some special elements to it. We have a custom kind of coffee station over here so that people can come in for every day, get their newspaper, free Wi-Fi, have some coffee or tea, hot chocolate, and make themselves comfortable. We also have an afternoon crowd who comes in after lunch and does kind of the equal thing, their afternoon coffee. They might read a book or read the newspaper, and I can envision the fireplace just being really welcoming for that, or our seating nook that we create over here. What's also on this wall that you can't see now during this phase is this whole wall is windows. So you're going to be able to see the drop-off zone that we talked about earlier.
Lovely.
From inside, and there's going to be a door here off the lounge so people could go right to their, whether it's senior transportation that we offer through Coast, or is it their person who's picking them up, or they can just go and sit outside on a beautiful spring or summer day and enjoy people coming and going. The whole front is going to be windows, and then our walk-in area, our front facade entryway is all glass as well. So it's very modern and beautiful, and people are going to be able to sit, and we'll have gardens or some raised bed gardens.
Beautiful.
It's going to be really lovely. We've spent a lot of time, the whole team considered greatly the entrance. How are people going to get in?
Yes.
What is people's first impressions going to be of this space? That was really an important mission for us as we started this whole process. We really started with that front entryway. And then the parking is just off to the side of the front entryway, so people will be able to park in the lot and come in.
You guys are opening in the morning. Tell us a little bit about your schedule.
So presently we're 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., but we envision this building to be open more like 8 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Great.
We think that we're going to be able to offer more evening programs for older adults. We know that there are many older adults who still work, and we would like to be able to offer evening programs, Saturday morning programs, as well as being able to be a resource to the community. So we have often spoken of having nighttime meetings. We know a lot of people use the library for meeting space, and having a place for a group to gather to have their monthly committee meeting.
Located.
They can use this facility, so we do think that will be a great asset for the community to offer meeting space. Girl Scouts could meet here. We could have, the football coaches could come and meet here.
Hear that, groups?
Yeah.
Be careful what you share. Your email is going to be blowing up.
So we are excited to be that resource for the community. Again, our primary focus is the senior citizens of our community, and so we envision the bulk of our day being dedicated towards serving them. But then we do know there's going to be windows of time, pockets of time that will be able to allow the rest of the community to come in and access the space. And and we know the library has been the default meeting space, and if we can absorb some of the good work that they're already doing by having
that'll help the
space
library
for lectures, having space for all these groups that use them.
Now we're in a new room, so give us a quick shot at where we are and what's going on in here.
All right, great. So this room is another larger room. This is probably 1,600 square feet. And although Matt will correct me if I'm wrong about the square footages, but it's about 1,600 square feet. And what this room is going to be is, not only will we host activities in here, but we hope to have another, for lack of a better phrase, a Levinson room-esque type space. So for those of you who've gone to the Portsmouth Library and used their beautiful, stunning, modern Levinson room, that they can show multimedia productions. They can have beautiful presentations on their screen and on there. They have, a projector coming down and nice flooring and chairs. We hope to mimic some of that. And while we can't do everything here, we hope that this space will be able to be like a mini Levinson.
Oh, sounds like some movie nights are coming your way.
Yes, and we have on this far wall down here, we actually are planning an 85-inch screen so that we can have beautiful presentations and have movies. We already show movies every week on a 75-inch screen TV, so our people already don't fool around. And so we're going to be able to have that, have nice furniture in here. We have a whole storage cabinet in the back with counters so that we could, again, host meetings that have lovely space for displays. This room has gorgeous natural light. We've been talking a lot about light and windows.
Which you may not be able to see behind us, but there are some huge windows.
Is all windows. This room is just going to be really beautiful with some nice finishing touches, and we hope that the community will use this to be able to have nice presentations, or you mentioned earlier, travel presentations. For the broader community can come in and use this as a special, unique presentation style space.
A little different from the other spaces you have a lot of.
Yeah, we're sound system and making sure, we also spoke about light in here, sound quality, so that maybe we do extra baffling in here to make sure that this is really top notch for everyone in Portsmouth to be able to access. But we do have a lot of plans for the outdoor space. So the number one thing the people of Portsmouth have said to us is gardens. We want gardens. Gardens, when are we going to have gardens? Community gardens, raised bed gardens, a Zen garden, a labyrinth gardens. That's been the number one piece of feedback. So we are going to honor that request. And as part of maybe our summer project next year, we will start getting the gardens ready. Meanwhile, we have a gorgeous front lawn that is being leveled beautifully by Martini Northern so that we can have bocce, we could have croquet, we could put a tent out there and have concerts at the center. Just saying. PMAC, be on notice. So we can be having concerts out there. I mean, this
it's going to be hopping over here.
Yeah, this is sitting on 4 acres.
Oh, 4 acres. Boy,
that's
4 acres
a whole
different ballpark.
So we have plenty of parking because the biggest concern in Portsmouth for everyone is parking.
Parking.
We have plenty of parking. Matt and his team have done a great job of already describing how we're going to have parking on the left and we're going to have parking on the right. And so there's plenty of parking. And they're working on making sure that everything is really accessible between the parking lots and the building, which is nice.
Yes.
We've done a lot of thought and thinking, like, how would this be ADA accessible if someone's using the handicap parking and coming into the building? But then also just aesthetically. And we are actually not spending a lot of money on our the landscaping of this property in our phase one, because we've had so many requests from the community about what they can be doing for gardening space. We have a volunteer who's very eager to make sure we have proper rain gardens and using rain barrels and being able to have vegetable gardens. We are already in talks with Gather, the local food pantry, on how can we be growing vegetables here, talking with the folks at Seacoast Eat Local, and being able to talk about, are there programs we could be doing with the high school kids and our seniors. We have these visions of being able to grow a vegetable garden or fruit or whatnot, come inside, use our kitchen, bake something,
Wow.
make something, and having older folks show younger folks how to bake, and then maybe the younger folks show our older folks how to post that on Instagram. And so we envision these,
love that idea.
so we have these thoughts on some really amazing intergenerational programs.
You're going to become a new hub.
We are on the school bus route. We are on the
That was my next
coast
question.
bus
Are
route,
they
so
on
people
coast?
can
Of
get
course they
here.
are.
Yes.
Yes, so you have parking.
Yes.
You're ADA accessible.
Yes.
They have not only parking, but drop off.
Yes.
And the coast bus comes right
The coast
by.
bus, the number 40 trolley that goes on its way to the Portsmouth Hospital. We are directly on its route.
And
so,
if you're not quite sure where we are, because of course you've probably driven by or taken a route just down Cottage. If you're familiar with where the old Doble Center was, that's where we are. We're not worried about that new beautiful Doble up on Route 1. We are down near the Circle. So could it be more accessible? I mean, really, you're going to get great drive-by traffic.
Yep.
It just could not be better, more centrally located.
This
so
is a
right
great
off
location.
of Cottage.
Yeah.
And while we can't, I don't think it's certainly not open to the public to come onto the site right now, but drive by, get a peek, especially since you've heard Brinn and Matt paint this wonderful picture for you. Drive by, see where you're going to be having your concerts and your gardens and your hot coffee, and where you're going to be able to look out all of these beautiful windows. Brinn, Matt, thank you so much for spending the time
Thanks,
with PPM
Alexis.
today.
Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you for making this possible. It's because, as I always say, if you follow the show, it's because you're out there that we're in here. You make this show, you make this station possible. Check us out online at ppmtvnh.org. We are a nonprofit station run primarily by volunteer help, except for a few people you can't see behind the scenes. And we are a community effort making other community efforts known. So again, Martini Northern, local operation. Brinn with the Senior Activity Center, local operation. PPM TV, Channel 98, local operation. Keep it local, Portsmouth.